All right, Shalom Yasharala. Before we get started, I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahasham, Yahweh Shai, Bahasham, Rachak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. You sincere brothers out here that's pushing this word. And shalom to you, Salaki, I said sisters. Shalom to you, few sincere brothers that's out here pushing this word. And shalom to you, few sincere sisters that's listening and learning. May the choice of election be upon your house. All right, Salaki, I messed it up, but yeah, we back with another lesson. All right, and this lesson is called, it's gonna be a response. Remember our forefathers and how they suffered. All right, now we're gonna be responding to the elder Apostle Kabar. He did a video. Let me go to it real quick. Matter of fact, it was a couple of days ago. Let me see. Daily Edification 4. Yeah, this video right here.
To be broke.
It says, this is what the other Israelite groups ain't got the balls to tell you. And as he was going to his video, he was talking about suffering. All right, the other Israelite groups aren't going to tell you that you're going to suffer. But Salakia, something just hit me in my ear. But the elders and the other brothers, all right, they're going to tell you that, hey, when you come to truth, man, you're going to suffer a lot. You're gonna go through, hardships. You're gonna have ups and downs, in your daily life. You may go through something with your family, your woman. All right, at a job, people may try you. The Lord's gonna test you. He's gonna put you through a lot of not heavy affliction, but something light, man. He's gonna put you through some testing. You're gonna learn to suffer. Like you're gonna be broke. That's another thing. You're not gonna have all the money. You're gonna be broke. You're gonna be down and out sometimes. All right, but that's a part of the suffering that you're gonna go through. And sometimes, if you think you're going too much, hey, if you're going through too much, hey, remember our forefathers, man. Remember Job. I remember Paul, Yahweh Shai. All right, the prophets. They all went through it. They all went through some type of suffering, man. They all went through some type of tribulation. They've been persecuted. All right, we're about to be persecuted ourselves, man. We're gonna be persecuted. We're gonna be lied on. All right, hunted down, killed. So just remember what our forefathers went through. And Job is a perfect example. I use Job a lot because he really went through it, man. Job lost his family. He lost his substance. He lost his house. He lost his kids. His wife turned on him. His friends was mocking him. So Job really went through that, man. All right. But the greatest, example was Yahweh Shai. He really went through it, man. Yahweh Shai, endured all that when he came, in that body, man. You see, so Yahweh Shai, Job, Paul, he went through it as well. He was suffering. His own people was trying to kill him. They didn't really trust him because he used to be a Pharisee. All right. So, hey, man, yeah. So, when you come to this truth, man, you're going to suffer. All right. It's not all about being in the mirthful spirit. All right. Sometimes you may have you gonna have better days than others, but all the time, no. All right. You're going to suffer, man. You're going to suffer a lot. All right. Let's get James 5 and 10 real quick. And this is going to be, not a too long video. I just wanted to bring this out, for some edification. James 5 and 10, it says, I'm going to start at 7. It says, exhortation. It says, be patient, therefore, brethren, unto the coming of the Lord. Behold, the husbandman waiteth for the precious fruit of the earth, and have long patience for it, until he receive the early and latter rain. Be ye also patient, establish your hearts for the coming of the Lord. Slaki, it says, be ye also patient, establish your hearts, for the coming of the Lord draweth nigh. You see, and the Lord's return, Yahweh Shai, our Savior, his coming is getting closer. Every each day that goes by is a closer, closer and closer to the the day of Yahweh Shai returning. Verse 9: grudge not one against another, brethren, lest ye be condemned. Behold, the judge standeth before the door. Take my brethren, the prophets, who have spoken in the name of the Lord, for an example of suffering, affliction, and of patience. You see, so you take, use the the prophets as examples, man. They went through a lot of affliction. They went through a lot of suffering. You see, verse 11: behold, we count them happy which endure. Ye have heard the patience of Job, and have seen the end of the Lord. that the Lord is very pitiful and of tender mercy. But above all things, my brethren, swear not, neither by heaven, neither by the earth, neither by any other oath. Excuse me, but lest your yea be yea and your nay nay, lest ye fall into condemnation. See? So you gotta just remember what our forefathers went through, man. They went through a lot of suffering. So you think that you think you're exempt from that? We're not exempt from affliction. In the times, especially in these times that we're coming in, hey, we gonna be tested, man. We're gonna be tried. All right, let's see what the NLT says for this. Matter of fact, let's get a GNT. And like I said, I don't want to make this a too long of a video, so I'm gonna try to breeze through it. But we still gonna get to some points. But it's all up to the Lord. It's the Lord's will. All right, James 5 and 7. It says, "Be patient, then, my friends, until the Lord comes. See how patient farmers are. See how patient farmers. Oh, Salakia. See how patient farmers are as they wait for their land to produce precious crops. They wait patiently for the autumn and spring rains. It says you also must be patient. It says keep your hopes high, for the day of the Lord's coming is near." Right, the day of the Lord's coming is getting closer. All right, so we getting ready. We're readying ourselves. Right, verse 9. It says, "Do not complain against one another, my friends." It says, "So that the Most High will not judge you. The judge is near, ready to appear." It says, "My friends, remember the prophets who spoke in the name of the Lord. Take them as examples of patient endurance under suffering." You see? It says, verse 11, "We call them happy because they endured. You have heard of Job's patience, and you know how the Lord provided for him in the end. For the Lord is full of mercy and compassion." You see, in Job, he got 100-fold. All right, everything he lost, he got back, 100 times more. So the Lord blessed him. You see, because why? He kept his integrity. He was patient. All right, he didn't curse the Lord. So now let's go to let's get 2 Corinthians 4 and 17. Put this back over here. 2 Corinthians chapter 4 and verse 17. Salakia. It says, I'll start at 16. It says, for which cause we faint not, but though our outward man perish, yet the inward man is renewed day by day. For our light affliction, which is but for a moment, worketh for us a far more exceeding and eternal weight of glory. You see, so we going through a light affliction for right now, a light suffering, which is gonna all end when the Lord returns and gather His elect. Lord will only be of that number, man. Even for the 2/3 though, they're gonna be afflicted. They're gonna suffer. Well, they're suffering now, but in the days, let me rephrase that. They're going to suffer in the time of Jacob's trouble. It says, "Woe unto you that are happy for because they're happy right now. They're in the merciful spirit, even those in the truth. You have some of those in the truth who are not sincere, who are not really a part of the Lord's sheep. They're not a part of the Lord's elect. We're praying and hoping that we're of that number. You see, but when they return, they're gonna come back in the kingdom, and they're gonna be all right. But I want to see what the NLT says. It says 16, "This is why we never give up, though our bodies are dying, all right, carnally, fleshly. It says our spirits are being renewed every day. For our present troubles are small and won't last very long. Yet they produce for us a glory that vastly outweighs them and will last forever." You see, so our present troubles are small, man. Any things we go through, you may have small troubles here, you may have big troubles, but what do? You should pray to the Lord. I always pray. Prayer is powerful, because that's a brother's name, actually. All right, prayer is powerful, man, and it is powerful. So you got to use that. But this is a light affliction. Let's get what the word affliction means real quick. All right, and man, it's hot today. It's hot out here. It's a thalipsis. It says a pressing together, pressure, metaphor, oppression, affliction, tribulation, distress, straits. And we're gonna walk that straight gate, man. When you walk the straight gate, it's gonna be difficult. It's gonna be hard. It's gonna be tough. All right, when you come in the truth, it's not gonna be easy. And that's what these other groups think. You know, they push that. They not, it's not a doctrine, but you know, the way they show it, they like they what's the word to say? Either they push that out. You gonna come to the truth, you gonna learn you're Israelite. You know, you gonna learn the laws, and you know, you gonna party it up all the time. No, man, you gonna suffer. All right, you gonna suffer. You know, in this truth, man. All right, the Lord's gonna afflict you. You know, so now let's get a let's get an example. Let's get Isaiah 53, because Yahweh Shai suffered. You know, he's the greatest example. You know, his suffering, the way he had to go through. You know, he went through things during his time on the earth. Isaiah 53 and the 7th. It says he was oppressed and he was afflicted, yet he opened not his mouth. He is brought as a lamb to the slaughter, and as a sheep before her shearers is dumb, so he openeth not his mouth. And that's when he went before I believe that's it was either Pontius or I believe it was Pontius Pilate. All right, verse 8. He was taken from prison and from judgment. Who shall declare his generation? For he was cut off out of the land of the living. For the transgression of my people was he stricken. And he made his grave with the wicked and with the rich in his death, because he had done no violence, neither was any deceit in his mouth. Yet it pleased the Lord, whose name is Yahweh, to bruise him. He had put him to grief. When thou shalt make his soul an offering for sin, he shall see his seed, he shall prolong his days, and the pleasure of the Lord shall prosper in his hands. So, you know, Yahweh Shai, he went through a time of affliction, a time of suffering. You know, he wasn't always in that joyful, mirthful spirit. All right, he was in the time. You know, he was an austere man. He didn't have time to party it up. He was about to be sacrificed for the sins of Yasharallah, for the sins of Israel. You see, let's get Sirach 2:1. Because when you come to this truth, man, you're gonna be you know tempted. You're gonna be you know go through some suffering. Ecclesiastes 2:1. My son, if thou come to serve the Lord, prepare thy soul for temptation. You're gonna be tempted, man. All right. It says, set thy heart aright and constantly endure, and make not haste in the time of trouble. Cleave unto him and depart not away, that thou mayest be increased at thy last end. And Job was increased, you know, when he was increased, you know, when his when he got blessed. All right, it says, whatsoever is brought upon thee, take cheerfully, and be patient when thou art changed to a low estate. For gold is tried in the fire, and acceptable men in the furnace of adversity. You see that? That's powerful. Let's get this in the GNT version. Lord willing. All right. It's hot out here, boy. Salakia. It's hot. It was hot today, but call out Yahbashim Al Shai. You know, he got us through it. But Ecclesiastes or Ben Sirach 2:1 says, my child, if you are going to serve the Lord, be prepared for times when you will be put to the test. All right, you're going to be tested. The Lord's going to test you, man. You know, that's what the elder Apostle Gabar was going into in this video. What other groups don't have the balls to tell you. They don't have the balls to tell you that you're going to suffer, that you're going to be broke, that you're going to be down and out, that you're going to have down days. You're going to feel depressed, right? Verse 2, be sincere and determined. Keep calm when trouble comes, Salakia. Stay with the Lord, never abandon him, and you will be prosperous at the end of your days. Accept whatever happens to you, even if you suffer humiliation, be patient. Don't we suffer humiliation? Going out in the highways and hedges being made fun of, you know, people recording us, all right, scoffers come up, right, mocking, right, saying you look stupid with a dress on, all right. That's humiliation, man. Verse 5, it says, gold is tested by fire, and human character is tested in the furnace of humiliation. You see, you may see some people that you used to be with. They may see you out there, you know, they try to humiliate you, man. They may record you, take a picture, post it online. All right, this is a thing of humiliation, man, where you just may get random people come up and start talking shit in your face. You know, that's humiliation, man. And that's, you know, you're going to be tested by the Lord. All right. Let's get this last one. All right, Revelation 2 and 10. This is what we got. This is what we about to go through in these times. This is on the way. Revelation 2 and 10. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer." Look at this word "suffer." I want to see what "suffer" means. All right, and agree. Pasco. Pasco says to be affected or have been affected, to feel, have sensible experience, to undergo. In a good sense, to be well off. No. In a bad sense, to suffer badly, be in bad plight. What's that mean? Let's get plight. Plight, it says to put or give in pledge, engage. Let's get the full definition. Plight, it says to put or give in pledge, engage, an unfortunate, difficult, or precarious situation. So you're gonna be put in difficult situations in the time to come. Then an MOTB is gonna be a difficult situation. What's the brothers had a saying. It says I forgot how it went. I think it's hard decisions will be made. It says, "Fear none of those things which thou shalt suffer." Are you gonna be put in difficult situations? Are you gonna be put in difficult like I said over here. All right, unfortunate, difficult, or precarious situation. Behold, the devil, which is who? Esau, Edom, the so-called white man, starting with the top, begging elites, shall cast some of you into prison. What's this prison? All right, the FEMA camps, detention centers. That's around all around the U.S. That you may be tried, and ye shall have tribulation 10 days. Be thou faithful unto death, and I will give thee a crown of life. So you're going to suffer, man. You're going to suffer in the times to come. You're going to go through something. We all going to go through it, actually. Look at the next, Revelation 3 and 10. Because thou hast kept the word of my patience, I will also keep thee from the hour of temptation, which is what? The mandatory, when they make the mark mandatory, which is the mark of the beast, the RFID C-hip, which shall come upon all the world to try them that dwell upon the earth. You see? So this time is coming, and we're about to go through suffering. That's going to be Jacob's trouble. That's going to be a time of suffering for a lot of people. All right? When we going to go through it as well. The Lord's going to put us to the test to see if we really of this, if we really stand for this truth. If we really stand for Yahweh Bashem Yahushai, man. So remember our forefathers and how they suffered. Go remember Job. All right, go read the book of Job. Go read, Paul, how Paul went through things. Read about Yahushua. Read the whole, check the Isaiah 53. All right, read when Yahushua was put on that cross, Matthew 26, 27. Read those things, man. Read, how the prophets went through it. Our own people trying to kill him. You see? So, Lord willing, is edifying. I'm going to give all praises, honor, and glory to Yahweh, Bahashem, Yahushai, Bahashem, Rakak Wadash. Double honors to the apostles, the bishops, and the elders of Great Millstone that teach and rule well. Peace and salutations to the hopeful elect. Shalom to you sincere brothers out here that's pushing his word. And shalom to you sincere sisters, you few sincere sisters that's listening and learning. May the choice of election be upon your house. And the water Yahweh Ba'Shem Yahushai, forgive me the spirit to do this lesson. Lord willing was edifying. Until next video, shalom, Kwam Asherallah, Wa Abab Abal.